Alright. What's going on, you guys? Sorry about the second wait. I had to get some stuff set up. How's it going? I decided to do the stream a couple hours early. As y'all saw, I was supposed to be at like 6, but I woke up really early. And I know that a lot of guys that watch, their time zones are different, so why not do it now? So there is a big surprise, but I'm not going to say it just yet. I want to wait a little bit once everybody gets in here. No, the surprise is not an editor. I'm still waiting on that editor part. Because he still has to buy his editing software that he needs. So a surprise is not an editor. It's something even better. I on a Wondershare Filmora. No, it's not for it for that money. I just did 2 what ifs earlier. I'm tired. Never stop. I just recorded 2 what ifs for the Emperor Goku series. Which is doing really well. I'm glad you guys like it. So, I think what we should do first, chat, is I'll tell you all the surprise in a little while, maybe in like 20 some minutes, in a little while. I'll wait till we're a little bit more on the stream. So, I think that it's actually Flexi. Shh, don't say nothing, Flexi. Be quiet. Don't say nothing. It's a massive surprise. So, I think that we should do the Q&A. As you guys see, I put it in the chat in the thing. It's a live Q&A, so I want you guys to ask me some questions, and I will answer them live. Whatever questions you want. A tip on a thumbnail? Well, it depends what software you're using, but if you're doing like what ifs or if you're doing anything like that, make it pop out, make it stand out, make it unique. So, yeah, guys, so we're doing a live Q&A. If you want to ask me questions, ask them right now. ask me questions about my personal life or whatever you want to know. Since I would make it a video, but obviously they don't do very well, and it messes up the algorithm, so I'm not going to do all that. I've done it before, but... And if I just do it for members, that's not very fair. I just started a YouTube channel and I need some tips. Well, what kind of tips do you need? I mean, the main thing is it depends on what you're going to do. Are you going to do what ifs or do gaming, do vlogs? Alright, Cameron, so I'm going to go from like Dragon Ball to Z to Super. So, Dragon Ball, my favorite character, oh man, it's tough, was I like Master Roshi. And obviously Goku. I mean, he doesn't like Goku. Dragon Ball Z. I really liked Frieza. And I liked Pikkon, even though, well, he's not canon, but still. I mean, I guess you could say he is, but yeah. I like Pikkon, he was cool. Cell's okay to me. But I like Vegeta. And in Dragon Ball Super, Beerus is my favorite character. He's hilarious. They made his character like terrifying because he's a god of destruction. Yet he's babysitting. I think it's funny. They made him hilarious in the anime. I'm just, what ifs in gaming? Well, Stacy, if you're going to be doing what ifs in gaming, my opinion is I wouldn't do both. And reasoning for that is because you want to focus on one main thing first. What ifs, if your channel is good at it, there's not a lot of what ifs. So you have to look at, since there's not a lot of big what if YouTubers, it's easier to crawl up the ladder. Rather than gaming, there's a lot of gaming. And also your audience will be confused, because now you're uploading a what if. Well, more what if anime people are going to be going towards it. But then you're uploading a gaming video, so they're going to be confused. So personally, I would personally do what ifs. And since I'm not really known for the gaming part, so if you're doing what ifs, figure out what's popular, do votes, see what people want, and that guarantees views, and make the thumbnail good and do good storytelling. Who is the strongest what if character besides Omni, Goku, and Vegeta? Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, the strongest character, other than that, is Omni Gogeta from the same series. That's the most powerful being. Because basically they're at the level of Zeno at that point in terms of power. But in terms of like other like what if characters, ooh, that's a tough one. Probably definitely up there is you're looking at Perfected Ultra Instinct Goku. That was from What If Goku went Ultra Instinct early. And then I'm trying to remember the other one. And then like What If Goku was a god of destruction? He was very powerful in there. And then also yeah, to like Goku being born early was really powerful. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of like powerful people. You know what's funny is I actually did it's funny thing you actually talked about that. I actually did on here. I did a 100 video special. It's like my like lowest viewed video, but I don't care. And I actually did a tier list on how powerful these characters are. Oh yeah, definitely the Omni Key one is incredibly powerful too. Especially with the Omni Key, he's definitely on the level of Goku and them. I don't know if he surpassed him. But yeah, there's a lot of powerful versions of Goku. There's a lot of powerful versions. There's a lot of powerful versions though. So yeah. Oh yeah. It's this one. So I did like a tier list though, right? And I did like insanely strong to, you know. I'm gonna move that so y'all can see it. So so that's what I pretty much did. And yeah, and I put these characters here. So see, yes, so like there's Bardock, there's Android Goku, Gohan if he kept training. There's a fifth form Black Cooler, which if there's the God of Destruction Goku version. Yeah, I believe that I just put the Omni version of Goku and Vegeta at the max. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. See, so we had like Angel tier, and there's Goku right there. So yeah, so you can argue that. If I remember, that's the. I forgot what version of Vegito that was in the What If series, but yeah, that was probably the most powerful being other than these guys up here. Good times. Good times. But, oh yeah. So, what editing application do you use to edit your thumbnails? I use Adobe. So, I use Adobe Photoshop CS6. You can actually get it for free, by the way. There's a way you can easily pirate it and get it for free. But I did that like years ago. But yeah, you can just easily pop open Adobe and you're good to go. It's CS6 extended. That's what it's called. My bad. Yeah, see, so is this one. So it's pretty simple. The reveal will be shown. I'll be showing the reveal shortly, Kitty Lover. All right. How would I do the thumbnails? What if Broly had Super Saiyan 4? All right, chat. Do you want me to make a thumbnail live right now? I will make a thumbnail live right now. I will do a thumbnail right now. Alright, you guys asked for it, I'll do it. I never thought I was going to be showing my thumbnail, but okay, whatever. Alright, so I'll show you how to do it. So, pretty much you go to File. So, I'm going to just make one with normal speed, is that okay? And then I'll just show you like what I did. You go to File, New. There's my format that I save. Boom. Let me cut it all black. Boom, boom. Let me pick a character. Okay. Boom. Boom. Let me just step them out, make it look nice and pretty. Go. How would you make thumbnails? I don't know because I don't really work on a tablet, so I can't really know. But yeah. So it just depends, honestly. Boom. 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 Yeah, I've never used PixArt, so I got no idea. Done. Did it. There's your thumbnail. Y'all see that power and speed? Look at that thumbnail done. Obviously, it does take me longer to do some other thumbnails. So like, I lost my art folder, but I had like, you know, I would get like art effects and like change them to like add auras like that and stuff. I've done it before. And then what I do is I'll take a snippet of this, right? Take a snippet. I'm done. Just because saving it on this Photoshop is horrible. Boom, save it. Boom, I go here. Boom. Boom. Scroll all the way down. Boom. And I go to this special app that I got, right? Chat, this app is crazy. So what it does, right, is you click on an image, right? Pops up. Boom, you click on it, right? Now what I do is I do an AI enlarger and watch what it does. You'll see it. You'll see. It makes everything look better. And it uses like AI to like make it better. It's like I've had some blurry pictures pop up and it does pretty well. Yeah, see? So y'all see like the difference on it? That you can just like see how it just looks different. And then I apply and then I snip it and there's my thumbnail. It's that easy. Do you make your what if characters? Yes. Well, yes, I do. But I don't like do the art for it. Usually, when I'm following a what if story, and I make the characters in the narrative. It's like a Goku unlocked, evolved Super Saiyan God or something like that. Then I try to go look and find it. Since a lot of other what if YouTubers though, they have like professional thumbnail artists who do art like specifically for them, and I don't have that, so I have to kind of just figure it out. It makes it more difficult, obviously, for some stuff, but yeah. And there's also a really nice Discord server, and it's called Litro Renders. And Litro Renders, pretty much what they do is they have, thousands upon thousands of snippets and like clips, of like stuff like that of characters. So that's pretty much about it. So, but I can show you guys, like thumbnails like these. I added like the aura and the lightning, and I also added like aura stuff here and lightning there. And yeah, and like at each one of these, I added like 2 double layer auras. This was made by AI. That's aura with lightning effects. That's an aura that I made, another aura that I made. Let me see what else. Like, there's a lot. This was actually custom art right here. That someone did for me. This one, and this one was actually custom art. That's a custom aura that I made. Let's see what else. This one, that one, you can see it a little bit. This one was custom. Yeah, this one, but my favorite one was definitely this one. I made the aura, and I also made the green aura for Broly as well, right there. And there's the aura for that one too. So, I make the aura for pretty much like a good chunk. Like there's custom aura right there for that one. That's a custom image that Lag did for me. Custom aura there, and that's also like custom eyes that I gave him too. I edited that. I added the little lines on his face. Added lines there. So there's a custom aura right there. Custom eyes, custom aura, custom eyes. So I definitely like edit the image, and there's custom aura right there too. And there's custom aura there too. Custom aura there too. Though that one's hard to see. Custom aura there. Custom aura there. Let me see what else. There. That custom aura right there for Cell. Super Saiyan Goku, that one. Gohan. Vegeta's custom aura. The Ultra Instinct one is. This one is. The Vegito. The Bardock. Another Bardock. That one's custom. That one's custom. Yeah, so like a lot of these videos are actually custom orders that like I make and I put them on there. That one was made by Lag, but yeah. So it's not like, you know. But my thumbnails have always kind of like stayed the same style, just because, you know, it's like unique to my thing. Also, if you guys are not a member, you guys need to go see this video. Who's the most dangerous villain in Dragon Ball? And you think I'm kidding, but it actually is. It can become the most dangerous being. And I'm also going to be doing a What If series crossover for memberships only. So if you do want to check that out, it's only me for members. You gotta come join. It's that easy. Press the button right there and join in. You don't need Ultimate, you just need the normal one, and you'll be able to see a lot of custom stuff. Beast Gohan. Oh, let me actually see something. There actually might be one on that render site that I got. Hold on. Oh yeah, I already found a whole bunch. See, chat, look at this. See? Whole bunch of ooh, damn, that's a Fire Beast Gohan. Yeah, see? But yeah, like this website has every render that you can even imagine. From damaged blue Goku to everything. Yeah. Oh, Goten. Oh, I see. Now that one's custom, so I guess you would just have to go get that custom made. Realistically, it's just like changing like the hair color and then just giving him like red eyes. So it's possible because I've done it before. Like with this version of Gohan, if I can find it. Wait, where's it? Where's it at? Like that's the custom Beast Vegito. There it is. So I didn't make him like Beast, but I gave him like the red eyes for it, and I could have made his hair white if I wanted to. I don't know. Then you would have to get that like custom made then. All right, chat. So listen, it's been over 20 minutes. It's time for me to tell you guys the reveal. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? This is a big announcement here. This is what we all been waiting for like 25 minutes. It's the big announcement. So, I am working on a fan manga for Dragon Ball, and it is going to be based upon Yamoshi. And you're going to see in these chapters the original Saiyan planet, how did their tribes work, how did the economy work for those Saiyans, and this is before Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and they fled the planet Sadala. So you get to see their original home world, which is vast and rich and, you know, very interesting place. It's going to be very interesting. It's still early, of course. As, of course, you know, but I'm already working with Lag on it. Let me just show you guys something. It's not going to be out to, like, buy. It's going to be revealed on my YouTube. So, as you see, I'm showing you guys the storyboard a little bit. It'll have, this is what the planet is going to most likely look like. So, the planet that I believe would make sense. I believe that the Saiyans, and this is just the lore that me and Lag have worked on it, is that the Saiyans were naturally great apes. They were first great apes, and then over the millions of years, thousands of years, they evolved down to humans. But when the full moon comes out, they can still access that state, right? Now this planet here that we had is obviously rich in deep jungles and everything else. So like the blank parts where like there's no water, it is like desert, rocky areas where there's a lot of, you know, alien beasts and monsters. And when you go near like the water areas, that's where it's rich, you know, like vast jungles and mountains where the great apes used to go. It's almost kind of like a King Kong kind of vibe, you know what I mean? To where they're like great apes and, you know, like gorillas and all that. And that's where the Saiyans devolved into humans, and they are going to be living on that planet. Now, of course, you know, we are going to be seeing Yamoshi, who we're working on concept art for Yamoshi, but we don't officially know what Yamoshi truly looked like. So we want to add our own spin on it. The Saiyans are going to have, like, you know, like tribal outfits and markings, and they're going to be very, you know, deep in their culture. They all live in an economy, and they're built on these huts made out of skins from monsters and hides and etc. and the bones of the creatures. And even some warrior Saiyans who go out and hunt for food, you know, most male Saiyans do, they actually will be wearing the type of bone armor that, you know, to even protect themselves. And it's not going to be out to like purchase and buy. I'm going to be revealing it on my YouTube page, and hopefully once when the manga is done, I'm going to try and find some voice actors to do the voices for these characters, so you can watch it for free. So there is a lot of wild, fantastical beasts in the story, but obviously we're going to be focusing mainly on Yamoshi. Now, obviously, I can't tell you guys everything that's going to be happening. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. So the Saiyans are obviously going to look very similar to what they looked like in the original Sadala. So like right here. So, but we're going to add our own spin on it. We're going to be adding a little bit of like different clothing. Some male Saiyans might have like bone armor on them, and markings and scars across their body, and etc. But, you know, I gave this as, you know, Lag is working on concept. So, you know, you are definitely going to be seeing a different side. You know, like, what did the Saiyans live like? They were more like tribesmen, and so I think y'all want to know about Yamoshi. So I'll tell you a little bit about him. There are, as in the most animal worlds, there's the alpha male. There's the king of the Saiyans. And I think you guys can probably guess who the king of the Saiyans is going to be. It's not going to be colored. It's going to be black and white, you know, lined art first. And then once when we finish the chapters and it does really well, then we will release a fully detailed, full color version, and that will be, you know, available. And then we'll release that, and it'll be videos, you know, and to basically buy it, to look at it, they'll be released for memberships. So that's like but that's like way down the line. We are still in the early phase. We are still working on concept art. But you guys want to know Yamoshi. So Yamoshi in the Saiyan Empire, well, let's say Empire, it's in the Saiyan hierarchy on this planet. It works very similar to normal animals. Obviously, you have the weaker ones who are like the weaker versions of the packs, and they're kind of like left in the more like, you know, like isolated areas, and they're not really, you know, they're like spat upon. The middle class Saiyans are like the normal warriors. They're hunters, so they can go fight. Now the Saiyans below that, they're nothing really crazy. They do like jobs in the basically in the tribe. So they're like meat cutters, meat, you know, cookers, and they help like build the huts and stuff. So they're not meant to like protect and, you know, to go hunt. Middle class Saiyans are hunters, protectors, and, you know, like they're like the normal like male strong Saiyans, and even female Saiyans too. Now the higher up class are Saiyans that have high potential, and they are highly respected and have lots of mates and etc. And there's obviously the one above that, which is the king. And the king is all powerful. He calls the shots, and there is a lot of Saiyans here. There are thousands upon thousands of Saiyans, tens of thousands. So the King of the Saiyans is not like the Vegeta family bloodline. I'm telling you all that right now. You will be seeing one of Vegeta's ancestors in here. But that's in later chapters. So you will be seeing the later chapters. And no, these Saiyans are based off of Universe 7. This is based off of the Universe 7 Saiyans. So just to confirm that, this is Universe 7, not Universe 6. So, Yamoshi and the King of the Saiyans, you're going to have to find out and wait and see. Maybe I'll obviously reveal it later down the line. But it's not Vegeta's family bloodline. You will be seeing one of Vegeta's ancestors there, of course, and they are a high-ranking member. And you'll definitely see. You'll see. Now for Yamoshi. Yeah. But this is not Planet Sadala, though. This is before they went to Planet Sadala. So, as we know about the lore of Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God, in my opinion, is that Yamoshi and a few of his friends who were cast outs, they wanted to end this evil empire and how the Saiyans were torturous. So, they rebelled, and they gave him his energy, and he became a Super Saiyan God, a being. You guys are going to be crazy when you think about what the Super Saiyan God's going to look like. He's going to look a little bit different. He's obviously going to have the red hair and the eyes, but you guys will see. It's going to be very interesting. Estimate for release, there is no release date currently, as it's way too early to confirm. We're going to try to take our time to make sure it's done correctly, but also to not take 45 years. So, just, it will be releasing, hopefully, but I cannot confirm a date. So some of you guys are wondering about Yamoshi, and how's Yamoshi going to be, right? Because that is the main character and the driving force for this story is Yamoshi. You will find out. You're going to have to wait and see. That's in later chapters. You're going to have to wait and see. So, with this story, you're going to see a side of the Saiyans that you never seen before. It's going to be very interesting. And it's very open to ideas. So as we know, in my opinion, is that Yamoshi rebelled against the Saiyans. He became a Super Saiyan God. But he lost the power. As we all know, it's a time limit. He loses it, and they were surrounded by all the Saiyans who were going to kill them. And even though they fought back, he lost his friends. And that is the driving force that made Yamoshi snap. He turned into a Super Saiyan, but since he doesn't really have the mental like Goku does and all them, he's just completely bloodlusted like a wild animal. And the Saiyans, you'll see, they flee the planet. And that's in my opinion, what the origin of how the Saiyans made it to Sadala. In my opinion. Hi, Major. What up, Reflex? So yeah. So, Yamoshi is going to be smaller than the normal Saiyan. Most Saiyans here are big. Since this is, hundreds of thousands of years beforehand. So the Saiyans are actually going to be a little bit bigger than the normal Saiyans. As we know, most Saiyans vary in size. We know, some Saiyans are, 5'5" to, 6 to 7 foot tall. The Saiyans on average here are going to be a little bit bigger, because, they're still evolving and getting smaller, so they're going to be roughly around, I would roughly say maybe about 7 to 8 feet tall, on average, mostly. And that's the super tall ones. But on average, they're 6 to 8 feet tall. And the females are about 6 feet tall, too. 6 to 7 feet tall. No, there is going to be no Super Saiyan God Great Ape. So, I always had the assumption that, and you guys are going to see that Yamoshi is special. Very, very special. Yeah, so the Saiyans are going to be very, very tall. And they're going to be, big and strong. They're going to be more muscular than normal. Obviously, the Saiyans, but obviously they vary in size. But as you guys understand what I mean. Yamoshi's going to be smaller. Yamoshi's going to be probably he's going to be 5'2", 5 foot. He's going to be skinnier. He's not going to be big, buff, an intimidating Saiyan. And he was always weak. But Yamoshi was very, very high potential in this story. He actually has great potential and a lot of S cells. And Yamoshi's pure-hearted. He only wants to see the good in things, and he hates bullies. Almost sounds like a Captain America thing, right? He hates bullies, and he hates how brutal the Saiyans are to everybody. So, you will see Yamoshi trains to get where he is. And he almost pulls like a Goku thing when like he told Vegeta, even a weaker Saiyan can be as strong as the other ones if they work hard enough. That's his philosophy. So he actually trains and practices fighting. While the other Saiyans, they obviously work out, to stay strong, but they're mainly like fighting beasts and stuff. Yamoshi's different. Yamoshi looks at it the smart way, and he trains and works very hard to pretty much that. So you will see Yamoshi is being, you guys will see, it's very interesting. I will show you one thing to keep you guys really hyped. Do you guys want to see what the Super Saiyan God is going to look like? It's not confirmed art, but we're basing off some images for the concept art. I think you guys want to see it, right? Are you guys sure you want to see it? Now, it's not going to be the final design, but there will be very, 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 very interesting. All right, chat, y'all ready? So that is what we're hoping the Super Saiyan God will look like. So we wanted the Super Saiyan God to look different. We want him to look more godly in the art. And that he's like the first Super Saiyan God. So we wanted to add the markings. So we're going to be adding this in. So we're going to be adding in these markings and adding in this like pulsing energy that he has. So this is roughly what Yamoshi's going to really be looking like. And actually, Reflex, Yamoshi is actually the Super Saiyan God. It was stated in the movie and in the anime. So realistically, he is the first Super Saiyan God. It was stated. But either way, if it's not or not. But anyway, so this is what we want the Super Saiyan God to kind of look like. So again, it's not going to look exactly like it, but this is the kind of design that we do want to go for. We want him to look like a god, and be different. Yeah, you can never confirm what Akira Toriyama says, Reflex, because he changes his theory every 5 minutes. He was also the same one that said that Super Saiyan God Goku was a 6 and Beerus was a 10. So yeah, so you guys will see Super Saiyan God Yamoshi, and you might see another version of Yamoshi too. You'll see another version of Yamoshi in Chapter 1 a little bit. You'll see. You guys are going to have to wait and see. And the King of the Saiyans, you guys are not going to know yet. But you guys can probably assume, who is the one being who hates Yamoshi so much and was one of the only Saiyans who was there around the time that Yamoshi was. And he hates Super Saiyan God. So I'm going to just leave it as that. But yeah, Yamoshi's going to be very interesting. So, Chapter 1 is just going to be like a pilot version, so obviously you guys are going to see the Saiyans and their homeland. You are going to see Yamoshi, of course, not like bullies, and there is going to be a pretty big fight in the end of that chapter. It's going to be interesting because the fact that you guys will see that Yamoshi's kind of like a hero. He's almost like a righteous heart, and he's like bullies. Saiyans are a lot like the Greek people too, so there will be like a battle arena, and Saiyans actually fight there to pretty much prove their worth and to fight over mates, females, and to just prove that they're like the big bad. Am I ever going to face reveal? If you guys get me to 1 million subscribers, then I'll face reveal. The reason why I don't face reveal is because of the fact that I like my privacy, and I know how YouTube is with people. So, like, there are people who don't like me in real life. It just be not because of me being bad, but just because people are jealous of me. And like I've told them about my YouTube stuff. There are like friends who are very toxic, and they're going to just if they like see me and they notice me, they just make up fake allegations and all this crazy. You know how YouTube works, guys. I just like that privacy stuff. I want to like walk into a store, not like obviously like if a fan walks up to me and wants a picture, if that ever happens. I'm not saying I'm famous, by the way. I'll obviously take your picture. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. But you guys know what I mean. Like there's some weird people. Like once when they like find your face, they're gonna like find out where you live. They're gonna like they'll find out where I work, and they tell me to lose my job. Trolls actually do that. They'll find out like where you work, and they'll walk up to your job and say something absolutely disgusting, like, "Oh yeah, well, he likes kids." I swear to God, and they have done that. Look it up on YouTube. They've done that to people. It's disgusting. Or they're like, call the job. It's disgusting. Yeah, so I ain't doing all that. Hell no. Now, if I get over 1 million and YouTube's my full-time job, then I don't care. I'll show my face, whatever. The manga is not going to be animated. Obviously, it's going to be drawn. But yeah, I know what you mean, Flexi. It's going to be my buddy Lag. So I'll show you guys who I'm talking about. So there's Lag right here. He is an artist. He does art commissions and stuff like that. He's the guy that actually made my character. Funny thing enough. So yeah, see? So he does do full-on art commissions, and everything else. He can color, do everything else. He's actually really talented. He's extremely talented. So he does a bunch of stuff. So yeah, man, for sure, And yeah, so he does like full-on art, everything else. Obviously, this was over a year ago. He's actually gotten a lot better at art too. Like when he puts his like art into it, he's actually really, really good. I'm pretty sure I can find some art that he did for me. But yeah, like he did my character in a very short time. Yeah, and he also did this art logo for me for the stream. So as you guys can see, like he made that character. So like he drew that character for me, and he like just did like a fast little art. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what he wants to do. And why am I doing it? Well, I'm doing it because I want to do it, and I've always wanted to do like a manga. And yeah, so he's always done a really good job. Here's another art commission that he's done before for somebody. This is like a simple art commission. So there's another one that he's done. You guys can check that out. So he's done that before. Obviously, he's going to just do like still images, so it's just going to be art only. But yeah, like he's super dope. He's like the nicest guy you will ever meet in your life. I swear to God. Like he's done art for me for free. He's done just so much stuff. Like he's the most like dopest fucking dude I've ever met. Cause like some like manga artists though, like they be like dickheads and stuff. He's not, man. Like he is just crazy. But yeah, but when he puts his mind to it, man, he can draw some cool stuff, man. When like he really, really wants to. So he's very, very talented. And he does all this stuff just on a tablet too, which is very impressive. He does want to get like a full-on like art thing, by the way. But yeah, but he's done stuff like this too, so you guys can kind of get like a gauge on like how like good he is. So he's done stuff like this very recently. So like look at this stuff, like that's just crazy good. So obviously he's just going to be doing like art stuff only, like just like line art. So the manga will not be colored first. It's going to just be like simple like line art first, and it's going to be super interesting. He has done like manga panels before, and by the way, it's not like confirmed stuff. This is when he did it for me, and I wanted to like see like what he could do. So there's actually a panel that he actually did for fun, and this was over like a year ago, by the way. He's gotten a lot better since then. But this is just like a fun little like draw panel that he did for fun. Obviously, it's going to look a lot better than that. Because this only took him like a day. He did it in like one day, but that's how the panels are going to look like. It's just going to be something like that. So it's going to be very, very interesting. You guys are really going to enjoy it. I'm really, really excited for it. And, oh yeah, and the lag also drew this version of Goku as a Super Saiyan God. Or Super Saiyan God. As a God of Destruction. He also hand drew that too. Which was pretty dope. So yeah, so you guys are going to see. It's going to be very, very interesting. Oh yeah, and I mean, like, a lag can definitely do it for sure. He can do it easy. Because realistically, it's just like a recolor. You just recolor the hair and then add the eyes. Alright, now, let's look at some of these questions. Who's going to animate the manga? We need an anime. I don't know, man. That's going to be a lot of money to animate that. You need Dragon Ball Kakime. I don't know. That Kakime is insanely good looking. I don't know if I can ever do that. RJ is awesome, so. Do views and likes give you money? So likes pretty much don't really do crazy much, but what likes do is likes pretty much help out in terms of making your video look more positive, because you can't see dislikes anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you can't see dislikes anyway. And the crazy thing too, for me, is my dislike to like ratio has always been in the 90s. So people have really liked my stuff. See, look, I'll show you. Alright, so chat, look at this. So, you see how I'm in my studio, right? I don't want you guys seeing how much I'm making. No, I'm kidding, but... yeah, so see, look. 98%, so I've gotten over 100 likes, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah, so, like, the likes and stuff, I've always gotten between, like, 90 to 100%, which is good. It basically just, like, confirms that, like, your channel's solid. It's good for YouTube. YouTube likes it. But no, views get you money, and, of course, the watch time is really what matters. Watch time is very important. Okay, so Blazing Storm wants to know about more of the Dragon Ball and Baki crossover. So, it's mainly going to be set in Dragon Ball, but you're going to have some of these Baki characters in there. And it's going to be very interesting to see it. I'm very, very excited. And it's going to be realistic. It's mainly going to be set in the Dragon Ball to the end of Dragon Ball, like the Raditz, because, as we know, even beings from Dragon Ball can blow up the moon, okay? But yeah, you're going to... Baki is a fighting anime. It's like a martial arts anime. But you're gonna see. So, you know, Goku's gonna be in there, and especially when Goku's older, when, you know, like before, like, Raditz shows up, Yujiro is obviously a demonic beast. Like, he's Black Air Force Menace. He's a monster. You'll definitely be seeing him, and it's gonna be very, very interesting. You guys will definitely love it, because Yujiro wants to fight the strongest being on the planet. So, obviously, he's viewed as the strongest creature, and you guys, like, see throughout the story, blah, blah, and in the end of that, what if Yojiro wants to fight the most powerful creature on the planet? And then they'll bring out Goku from somewhere around the planet, you know, he's sitting there just eating. Are you interested in anyone like you love? No, I'm single in real life. I'm lonely. I cry a little bit every day. But no, I'm single right now. I'm you know. So, you know, I'm just trying. But that's all we can do is try, right? No one likes me anyway. So, all I got's my YouTube, man. That's all I got. Yojiro versus Hiroshi. You're definitely going to be seeing that. But Yojiro fights a lot of people, but he wants to fight the strongest being. You'll see. You'll see. Baki will be in there. Jack Hanma will be in there. You know. Yes, exactly. See? Singles a canon event, yeah. I was dating this girl for years. I was dating this girl named Alyssa for a long time. Well, you know what I mean? Like, the strongest creature. I never said human. The strongest creature. So it's human or inhuman. You'll see. You'll see. But yeah, I was dating this girl, Alyssa, but it didn't work out when I moved out, like, 2 years ago. And she said she was going to move down with me every time. She said she was going to move down. But then, obviously, it didn't work out too hot. Because she wasn't very interested. So I said, bye, bitch. I'm not going to sit there and wait on somebody. No, you have to become a member. So, chat. There is something else, too. That, since you guys are in here. For me to be able to do this manga, I obviously need to get funding for it. That'd be hilarious if Beerus just pops up. He's just like sleeping on the floor. But yeah, so any like donations and any kind of thing that you guys send, they're all going to go towards this manga. And the more money that I get, the better the manga can be. So, you know, donations and everything else, you guys, is, I mean, very important because I need, obviously, currency to make this manga because you have to pay the artist to do it. No, I'm not talking to members. I'm talking to everybody. Not just members, everybody else. You know, so, you know, donations for the manga will be very important so I can, you know, afford to make this manga. Because it's not going to be cheap. You guys don't understand how expensive a manga is. Yeah, Lag's asking for all my money. Now, Lag is really good with money, but obviously, if you pay an artist good, and alright, look, the more income that you have for a project, the project's going to be better, right, chat? The manga's going to be for everyone, not just members. No. So, when the manga comes out, each chapter, it will be public. Anybody can go look at it. It's going to be published officially on my YouTube page. Now, for the manga way down the line, that'll be like colored and everything else, that will be for memberships only. It's really, realistically, it's just going to be colored. It's just going to be colored, maybe some stuff cleaned up on it a little bit, but nothing really too crazy. But that's like after like the entire manga series is finished. And because of this, you guys, I'm also going to be getting some voice actors for some of these characters. Because I don't want it to be, you know, I obviously want to, I'm going to be doing some narration, but I obviously want some of these characters to have their own voice. Hey, I appreciate it, Blazing Storm, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's not going to be cheap, because I am going to be trying to find, if you could, yeah, but I cannot draw at all, brother, I'm telling you one thing. I can't draw at all. I've never been able to draw. Hey, you probably, but the problem is though that Sean Schimmel probably wants like $3 million to do it though, so I can't pay him. You know how Sean Schimmel is with money. But no, in all seriousness, I am going to be talking to some people. So in all seriousness, in terms of like business, I am going to need money for paying the artist, and I'm also going to be getting some money so I can then get these voice actors. Not a lot, maybe like 2 to 3 voice actors in total. To voice like Yamoshi, to voice someone else and somebody else that I'm not going to say who. So, you know, it's going to be very interesting. If I go in a drawing school, I got to pay for it. And I ain't got time for all that.
I work almost 80 hours a week. I ain't got time for all that. But yeah, you guys are gonna see. It's gonna be super interesting. Yeah, 80 hours easily. Because as soon as I get home from work, I work 8 hours. I'm practically working the entire night for YouTube, and I only get about 6 to 5 hours of sleep. If Vegeta turned Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell Saga, he would definitely injure Cell a little bit, but he wouldn't be able to beat Cell. Goku and Gohan were far stronger than him, and Gohan with Super Saiyan 2 plus the Rage Boost was far stronger than Cell. So Vegeta would definitely be stronger. He would have definitely surpassed Goku at that point easily, but nah. Unless he did like a Final Flash, like full power, then that'd be cool. But yeah, chat, so any kind of just donations or anything else will be going towards the manga, so it's very, very important. I mean, maybe his Final Flash with Super Saiyan 2 might do something. Because even when he was, doing that, but it'll be interesting. His Final Flash would definitely do something to Cell, but I don't know, that's super perfect Cell too. I don't know. It would probably like blow him apart a little bit, but he'll just heal back. Well, Gohan would never get injured. Goku had Demon back. He'd be on Demon time. He's a demonic Saiyan. I wonder how much, like, you'll never wonder, like, the multiplier of, like, a Demon back in, like, the Bakiverse. It's like, it makes you at least several times stronger. It has to. Because, like, when Baki first got it, he was getting burnt up by Jack Hanma. And then once when he had it, he overpowered him. Choked him out. And it's the same thing with a Biscuit, Olivia, or Oliver. I'm like, Baki's punches were, like, doing, like, nothing to him. Remember that? It was doing nothing. And then, like, once when he had Demon back, he was annihilating them. Maybe. I don't know. I would even say, remember too, chat, even being, like, twice as strong is still a lot. Yeah, Vegeta probably did learn it in the Hyperball Time Chamber. But even being, like, twice as strong is a lot. It's like, if you can pick up 500 pounds, then twice as strong, you can pick up, 1,000 pounds. So you're twice strong, so you're 2 times stronger. I would probably assume to be, like, a 2 to, like, 3 times multiplier, probably. So it makes you, like, 3 times more powerful. But obviously, like, most characters were already, like, insanely powerful in general. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even look at, like, Dragon Ball Z, when, like, Vegeta was, like, 1,000 stronger than Zarbon. Vegeta was, like, 20... I think he was, like, 24,000, and Zarbon was, like, 23,000. And Vegeta was kind of, like, tossing him around a little bit. And then when Zarbon went, like 28,000, he jacked Vegeta up. Like, Vegeta had, like, no chance. And he was, like, 4,000 times stronger. So he was, like, 4,000 power level stronger, so... Yeah. So I'm telling you all now that, even being, like, twice as strong is crazy. Well, okay, so... But Roshi never... I mean, Roshi had no chance. Jiren was holding back. And Master Roshi just knew how he fought. He did the same thing in the anime. When someone was way more powerful than him, and then he was able to easily just, like, dodge their attacks. And Vegeta did the same thing to Jiren, too. Yeah, Roshi crazy. He down bad. Oh my god, Nappa's legendary Super Saiyan be crazy. Alright, so chat, what do you guys think about the manga though? Hey yo, caught in 4K. But what do you guys think about the Yamoshi manga? So I showed you guys a little bit, not a lot. I showed you a little bit, you know, just for fun. Now, obviously, there's no concept art yet, so you haven't seen what the official characters will be looking like. But we are obviously going to base it off of a lot of what those images look like. It's like Super Saiyan God, the tribal place, everything else, the Saiyans that you guys saw, and that's going to be coming very, very shortly. So, you know, later down the line, how do you feel about Sacred Saiyan? Oh yeah, I've heard of a Sacred Saiyan. This stuff's awesome. He's cool. I can tell you this about the manga: the Saiyans, in terms of battle power, the weakling Saiyans are viewed to only have a power level of around like 200 to 250. The mid-class Saiyans, like the Warriors, they have a power level of around 500 to 1,000 on normal. And number two, Saiyans don't know how to use like ki energy. They don't know how to like use like ki. They're mainly just like brutes. You know, like they can do it, but they obviously don't. You know, like if it's, but you'll definitely see though. You'll definitely see. Like most, like mid-class Saiyans and lower, they're just like hands-on fighters, so they like, you know, they just brawl. But like the higher up Saiyans, they're able to channel energy, aka ki. So, and that's what also differentiates them, is that they can use energy. Yeah. So lower Saiyans is like 100 to 200. Mid-class Saiyans. Do you know RJ and do you feel about him? He had no subscribers from the start. Well, I mean, all YouTubers had no subscribers when they first started. And obviously he earned every single bit of that. His manga is fantastic. He's a fantastic YouTuber. His stuff is awesome. I got no respect for him. And he earned every bit of it. He did amazing manga and did amazing voice acting, amazing videos. So, yeah. I don't dislike any YouTuber. Alright, see you later, Reflex. But yeah, chat, look, so you'll definitely see, like, lower class Saiyans, they have a power level around, like, 100 to around the, you know, like, maybe 200, maybe. And then higher class Saiyans are, you know, 500 normally to, you know, around 500 to maybe to like 800 or so. And the higher up Saiyans are, like, 1,000 to, like, 1,000 to maybe, like, 2,000. That's, like, that's like the higher class Saiyans. And the king of the Saiyans is powerful. I'm not going to say how strong he is. But it's going to be over 9,000. It's going to be interesting. He's going to definitely be the most powerful Saiyan for a reason. You'll see. But yeah, it's like 10,000 or lower is going to be his power level. So that's going to be, you know, 10,000 and lower is going to be the power level. So, you know, you just have to wait and see. Yeah, Nappa as a Super Saiyan would definitely be pretty tall. So, chat, is there any other questions you want to ask me about the manga? About anything else that you're wondering? And I'll see if I can answer them. I'll answer a few if it's not too spoiling too much. By the way, chat, what I showed you was not even close to like what the whole manga is going to be about. By the way, that's not even like me showing everything at all. That was just like little stuff. Yes, you will be seeing other planets. Also, chat, I'm thinking about starting up a stream soon. That's just gonna be like a fund for the manga. So it's gonna be like a manga stream only. So you guys can like join in. We can talk about the manga, and then obviously donations will go towards the manga. Is Yomoshi gonna be a child or an adult? Yamoshi's gonna be a young adult. Yep. Yamoshi's an adult. Will he have an anime backstory? Yeah, we won't really. You'll see in the story a little bit of Yamoshi's backstory, but pretty much most of it is he's still a young man, so he's in his like young 20s, mid 20s. So. So it's gonna be very interesting to see it. There's a lot of plot holes in DBZ. Oh my god. Who knows why? A plot hole is something in a story that just doesn't make any sense. Like it's like a plot hole. It's like the plot of the story has like a hole in the plot, and it's not making any sense. But yeah, chat. The next stream is going to be manga stream, so gonna be interesting. Yeah, but hit can go across the universe though. Like if there's like a hit, for hire, and he has to go, and he has to like go, he'll find a way. Any other questions you want to know about the manga? I know, like, some people want to know, like, what's Yomoshi gonna be like? Is he gonna be like a cold, heartless bastard, or what the King of the Saiyans is gonna be like? Honestly, the King of the Saiyans, by the way, he's cruel. I mean, a lot of the Saiyans are more animalistic. They're kind of cruel. They're like what the original Saiyans were, but Yamoshi's going to be similar in terms of obviously having like a pure heart, and he doesn't like seeing innocents being hurt. But he is obviously a bit more mature than Goku. Let's just say that. But yeah, he's still going to have some goofy moments. I know, for real. So to answer another question, you will be seeing Vegeta's ancestors in there. You'll be seeing an ancestor. He's going to be very important in the story. You basically see the origin for how also the Vegeta family becomes the new rulers. You'll see. So going to be very, very interesting. Also, people asked, I remember seeing earlier, they asked, like, well, how strong is Yamoshi in terms of power level?
He's actually really strong. He's able to conceal and hide his power. But he's able to beat up high-ranking Saiyans too. So he's in the thousands for sure. But obviously, against the King of the Saiyans, he holds his own a little bit. But once when the King starts showing more of his power, he gets overpowered, pretty much. And this King of the Saiyans has a dark ability as well that he learned. And it's something mystical on that planet, an ancient relic that altered this user's ki. So it made him demonicish. But Dragon King, you're going to be surprised. It's not Cumber. I guess you're just going to have to wait and see, huh? You're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, if you know, then you know, right? But for people that don't know, they're not going to know. So, yeah. I mean, definitely for sure, in one of the manga streams that I'm going to be doing, we are going to start, you know, later down the line, we will show off some of the concept art for the characters so you guys can see what they look like. So you'll definitely be seeing that whenever. It's whenever Lag starts working on them. Concept art takes time as we want to find like the perfect design for these characters. So that's what we're mainly working for. We're trying to. Do you like Goku or Vegeta more? I like them both equally in their own ways. I think that they need to give Vegeta more wins, man. Like, God damn. Like, I know that Goku's like the main character and all, but Jesus Christ, Vegeta always never gonna win. It happens every time. Like, he shows like a new power or something, and he looks like he gonna win, and he gets slapped up. Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more growth in terms of his ego. Well, I mean, pride. You know, I actually like Gohan's story because he's like the perfect balance. He focuses on family life and like realistic life and fighting. Goku just fucking goes wherever he gotta go. I don't know. Yeah, like I like Namasaga Goku. I also really liked Goku when he like fought Raditz too, because he was like spending time at home, training still, fighting and everything else. But he, you know, took it. You know, I like that. It makes Goku seem more like a family guy. Now he's never like around family anymore. He's just like training at Beerus's planet nonstop. Like, you gotta feel bad for Chi Chi, man, because like she wants to just be with her husband, but he disappears for years. I mean, realistically, oh, it was such a short time though too, so you couldn't really do it. The main thing was the potential being unlocked. Yeah, true, but I don't know. I feel like she's just used to it at this point. She probably has like 14 other boyfriends behind the scenes. Could you imagine that? That'd be crazy. Never know. Well, alright, chat. I'm going to be ending the stream in a couple seconds, so any other questions you want to ask me? Anything else before we end it? Ending it early because I got stuff to do. So I might do like another normal stream, and then might do like the manga stream. I am 2'4". Nah, in all seriousness, how tall am I? I think I'm like 5 foot, almost 5'7". I think I'm not very tall. When you're Hispanic, you need to. Wow, when you're Hispanic, okay, you don't understand. I'm white and Hispanic, so when you're mixed with Hispanic, right, you're either like really tall or you're like really short. There's no middle. So the whites help me out with some of the middle parts, but I'm kind of like the shorter end, but not like 5'1" short. Okay. Yeah, it would impact a lot. Yeah, and I don't know why people even like care about height though. You know what I mean? Like, who cares how tall you are? And, like girls who be like, oh, if you're under 6 foot, you're a midget. Who cares? Do you know that like some like the greatest like male rulers was like 5 foot? You know, King Napoleon. You know, Caesar. There's a lot of rulers and I mean like insane like what was his name? He's the swordsman in the what I forget his names. He's like the greatest swordsman in like the Bakuverse. I forgot his name. Yamato, whatever it was called. I forgot what it was called. Musashi, that's what it is. In real life, Musashi was only like 5 foot, like low, like 5'2" or something, 5'3", and he was like, and he never lost a sword fight in real life. He was like the like greatest samurai of all time. He was like the greatest swordsman that ever lived. There's even like written accounts where like he fought like 12 people at the same time. Yeah. Either way. If it makes you feel better, isn't like Putin from Russia like 5'6" or something? So if that makes you feel better, I don't know. But either way, it don't matter. So height don't matter to who you are. Yeah, I mean Napoleon was a beast though. He was only 4'11" though, 5 foot. I thought. Oh yeah. It was Alexander the Great was 5'2". Alexander the Great was 5'2". That's right. Well, anyway, chat, I'm going to dip on up out of here. Thank y'all for stopping by the stream. Make sure to stay in the Discord and look out for any updates for the manga. And it's going to be very, very interesting. So, it's going to be super interesting. I'm very much excited to see how it's going to turn out. So, I think you guys are going to really, really like it. For people that are not on the stream, I just posted that. So you can come join the Discord. There will be updates and etc. So get ready to go check it out. So thank y'all for the support. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.